Hey guys, long time no see. The wife and I just got done with the move recently, and I think we've made a little path into every room. You know, there's like boxes and totes and all furniture just stacked everywhere. So, but I thought I'd throw a quick video up some stuff I picked up a few weeks ago. I just did a recent deal with Monstermodelbuilder and a few other things I got thrown in here, but if I ever get this straightened out, this will be a little bit more organized behind me. But I'll show you what the deal I had with MMB. I got some Tomb of Darkness videos, comics from them. Okay, I think this will just about complete my run. This Tomb of Darkness, this was a continuation of the end of a series of Beware, another Marvel rewritten horror title in the 70s. But these are just great old stories, great covers. So here's a few of those. Number 10. And like a lot of you guys, I'm a big horror fan. Horror comics, horror movies, magazines. Number 11. And all these are in great shape. I think there are nothing less than a fine, very fine on these. Number 12, The Vampire's Coffin. Maybe he needs some Robitussin. I don't know. Okay, number 13. Number 14. Great cover there. Not sure who did that. I haven't had time to research all these. And number 15. I'm not sure that might be Vinnie Coletta, at least doing the inks on that one. I'm not sure. That's another great cover. And number 16. Got some Kirby reprints in there. And number 19. That's Ron Wilson and Pablo Marcos on that cover. And here's one of my favorite characters. You didn't see a whole lot of them, but here is Marvel's version of the Scarecrow, Marvel Spotlight number 26. I just love this book. I think you got Howard Chaykin doing the art on the cover, and on the inside you have a guy by the name of Ruben Yandok. He did a lot of mystery stuff for DC back in the 70s and 80s, and he's a great artist also. But I always loved that cover. And MMB, he always throws in the extra, and I was blown away because this is just a great extra to throw in. It's a Fantastic Four King Size Special number 9, and this is like maybe a VF minus. It's got some great Kirby art in it. I love these giant size books, square bound, I guess perfect bound some people call them, but it's really hard to find these in high grade just because of the way they're made. But this is just a great book. And thanks once again, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy. Very nice. Okay, I want some books I pulled out a while back, but I didn't get to show, and these are kind of like what I would call lost gems. There's probably some of you that read some of this series. Marvel Fanfare came out in the early 80s, and these are just great books because you got some top-notch artists, top-notch writers, and I've got a few I pulled out. Okay, here's number 1, and it's Spidey teaming up with an angel there, and that is Chris Claremont writing and Michael Golden on the art. That's just a great book. And here's part 2 of that story, number 2, Spider-Man Kazar. Again, that's Michael Golden art. And I think in the back of some of these there's a backup feature with Doctor Strange by Charles Vess, another great artist. Okay, we got number 3. X-Men starring in this story, and this is Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum, which he had a really great run on the X-Men back in the 70s. Of course, you know, he's also famous for Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, one of my favorite series. We lost Dave way too soon. Just a great artist. It's another great book. And here's Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch, Marvel Fanfare number 6. And that is that's just a great cover. It's P. Craig Russell. Okay, here's number 9. I pulled this one out just because I'm a big fan of Man-Thing. And I think Gray Morrow did the art of this one. I know he did the cover. But for anybody that hasn't read any of these, especially the earlier issues, I'd recommend getting them. I mean, they're cheap. I think I bought these for like 98 cents a piece a few years ago. Here's a start of a 4-part story with Black Widow, and that's George Perez on the cover and the interiors. Number 10, and part 2 of that story. Number 11, Nick Fury guest starring in this one. And number 12, again George Perez. It's a great cover. Last part of the story, number 13. Again, more George Perez stuff. I don't think he did the cover, but I know he did the interiors on this. Okay, some of you may or may not have remembered, I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan. When I get all this straightened up, I've got a bunch of Planet of the Apes action figures and toys, books. But here's got a couple issues of this. Gold Key was actually the first company to publish Planet of the Apes comic, to my knowledge, and it was just a one-shot. They did an adaptation of Beneath the Planet of the Apes, which was a second movie, came out in 1970. These are kind of rough shape, and I'm going to upgrade these. But there was a poster, I guess what they call an ape protest poster. They were trying to be relevant, I guess, what with the student demonstrations and everything going on in the late 60s, early 70s. But there's a poster in this, and I think this has the poster in it, and the other one doesn't. But when I get a higher grade copy, I'm going to pull the poster out of this one and hang it up. But that's just that's one of their better adaptions. And here's another copy of it. It's kind of beat up on the bottom there. It's got some chipping out of it. Otherwise, it's not real bad. Great photo cover on it. Okay, these I picked up pretty recently in trades. Here's a great old series you hardly ever see any of. DC back in the late 60s, The Secret Six. I think there was only like 6 or 7 issues. But I guess this was maybe like a precursor to Mission Impossible or something. But I can't remember what the artist's name was, but the stories were great. It's really worth checking into. Okay, there's another book I've been wanting to get for a while. This almost completes my run of this. Is Charlton Comics Beyond the Grave #1. And it's got a great Tom Sutton cover on it, painted cover. Sorry about the glare. But I just love this series. Okay, we have a Hulk number 110, fighting Umbu, the Unliving. It's Herb Trimpe on the cover. And little 60s DC sci-fi mystery in space number 82. It's got a great Murphy Anderson Adam Strange cover. I think it's 82. Yeah. I got a really good deal on these. And last but not least, trying to complete my run of JLAs. There's a Justice League America number 14. It's probably in a good plus, VG minus. That's the issue where Adam joins the JLA. And I'm getting real close on these. So that's all I got for right now, guys. I've been trying to get on here and catch up with everybody's videos. You know, I'm like a lot of people. There's too many people for shout outs. You know, just ones that come to mind. You know, Schmo Daddy, Mongo Stomp Time, Cursing Man, Doc and Howlett, Captain Strange Life, PhD Zombie. I know I'm leaving some people out, and I apologize because a lot of you guys have been commenting and watching my videos, and I appreciate it. But that's all I have for now, guys. Talk to you soon.